Greetings everybody, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings be upon those who follow guidance. Now the reason why I'm doing this video is to address why I believe that Islam is the true religion. Now it's a good time to make this video because you will understand why I'm making this point, and due to some of the events that are unfolding and going around in the world. Now, why do I believe that Islam is the true religion in the world? Now, you don't have to look far and see by using your rationality and intellect that Islam is by far the true religion. Why? Because Islam is the most oppressed religion on the face of the earth, without a doubt, and no one can have an objection against that after you watch and listen to this video. Now, Satan himself, even according to Christians, has been given authority on this planet, and since he's been given authority to mislead human beings from the straight path, then if there is a true religion out there, then it should be attacked 24/7, 7 days a week. And it is quite ironic to see that some of the events that have taken place just recently and has been going on for centuries is just another proof that Islam is definitely the true religion by far. I mean, just look around you in our modern times. Ban the burqa in France. Yes, a woman cannot veil herself in France. Ban hijab in French schools. So a woman will be kicked out of school if she goes and wears the hijab in a French school. Ban minarets in Switzerland. Ban the Muslim call to prayer in all non-Muslim countries from minarets. No mosques next to ground zero. Yes, we've all heard about that. Yes, the Americans, they don't want a mosque to be in the vicinity or blocks away from ground zero. Ban the Qu'ran in Denmark. Yes, we know what Great Wilders, a political leader, is doing in Denmark, trying to ban the Qu'ran completely. Draw Muhammad Day. Yes, we all heard about that. They want to denigrate, insult, and they know that Muslims are sensitive about drawing the Prophet Muhammad and tying a bomb to his head. I mean, come on, seriously. Burn the Qu'ran. Yes, we all heard about that in our recent times, and I'll get back to that in a moment. What about British soldiers using mosques as target pictures during army training? Yes, they put up these mosques as targets and they start pelting them with machine guns. And when they were asked why you're doing this, then it was completely ignored. Destroy Iraq and Afghanistan, bomb them, kill Bosnian Muslims and rape them. And then they say Islam is not under attack. And then they say this is the land of the free, it is democracy, and it's no oppression. Yet it is completely contrary to that. What kind of a democracy is it that it allows you to insult other faiths and no one can do anything about it? You won't be arrested, you won't be fined, no one can do anything against you. No charges will be laid. But yet again, we find that these same non-Muslims, Westerners, are claiming that we are civilized, we are democratic, and we give the rights to people, yet they themselves are taking rights from people. And then they say it's not an attack against Islam. No country, my friend, is civilized when it starts doing all of the things that I've mentioned above. No country, my friend, is civilized when it starts burning books. No, a civilized nation doesn't burn books. And it's not just a group of people who wanted to do this. Many Americans supported this man in burning the Qu'ran. I mean, we've heard it. We've heard all about it. And of course, there was those who objected. But nevertheless, Islam is under attack. And what I find interesting, that when these lunatics have lost their minds, I mean, they have completely lost the plot, honestly. They don't know what to do. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, they try and extinguish the light of Allah with their mouths, but they will never be able to, and Allah will continue to expose His light against the disbelievers. And what I find interesting is that each time they fight and plan against God, Allah plots and plans against them. In Surah 8 verse 30 it says, "And when those who disbelieved devised plans against you, that they might confine you, or slay you, or drive you away, and they devised plans, and Allah too had arranged a plan, and Allah is the best planners." So in other words, when the disbelievers plot and plan against Muslims, trying to denigrate and try and destroy their religion, and try and make people leave Islam, then guess what? Allah too plots and plans, and He has the better plan, since He is the creator of all. And yes, I do agree the Quran burning day was a bad thing. But look, there's a positive out of it if we want to truly believe in what Allah says. Because they plot and plan, Allah too plots and plans, and He is the best of planners. So in conclusion, the Quran has been given the best publicity, especially in America in the 21st century. Yes, the Quran burning day has promoted the Quran. So in America, if we are having 20,000 reverts each year, then that will double, and Allah knows best. And Australia, where I live, where I'm from, I mean, it's always talked about on the radio. Ban this, ban that. They want to do it here as well. In the land of the free, the best land in the statistics according to surveys, the happiest or the most civilized, democratic land that is prosperous. Yes, they want to take the rights of Muslims in this land, as they claim. Wow. And then they say it's not an attack against Islam, but what I find interesting is that Islam continues to grow as the fastest religion in the world. And by the way, here's another point. Muslims don't have a platform in westernized countries. What do I mean by that? I mean a media platform. We don't have a media. I mean, we can't go out and have Islamic lectures on westernized TV shows. I mean, we get very, very limited time, and maybe very limited time on radio, and it's all confined and constrained. We don't have a media platform in this country, and it won't be given to us. We can't even produce Islamic videos. We need to fund them themselves, and that costs millions of dollars to do, right? And when a platform is given, then they put all these obstacles in front, and you can't get an achievement out of it. So you see how Islam is oppressed, and in conclusion, without a doubt, that if Islam is the true religion, then it would be the most oppressed and denigrated around the world. And you see the famous quotes from anti-Islamists against Islam. Your religion is of the devil. You camel herders. You towel heads, nappy heads, etc., etc. You dirty people. You Arabs. You this or that. As if Islam and Arabs make up the Islamic population. In fact, Arabs only make up 17% of the whole Islamic civilization, you see. So basically the statements do not end. I mean, it's denigrated wherever you go. So that's it. That's all I have to say. And Islam is the truth because of this major point. And that isn't to say that I don't use other criteria to prove my religion is the true religion. In fact, I can give you the Qu'ran, I can prove the miracles, the statements that it's from the divine manufacturer, etc. But this is one angle that I wanted to share to prove that Islam is by far the true religion, and Satan is oppressing it every single day, and that says it all. Goodbye and good day.